Hey guys, this is Wall Dog, Vampire Dude, Holy Vampire. Just chilling. Feel like I'm showing too much skin for whatever reason. Gonna cover that up. Kind of sleepy, tired a little bit. Just kind of chilling. I got my phone fixed, my other phone, which I can make phone calls with. Um, so happy about that. I'm happy that the battery replacement worked. Wasn't quite sure because like sometimes you got like different battery parts or phone parts. You're not sure if they work, but yeah, I'm just kind of chilling, hanging out. Um, One of the reasons why I wanted to get my phone working again because I want to try to um, get a phone call back from for a second interview for a job that I really want. So there's that. Um, I've been riding my scooter around. I enjoy riding my scooter, but it's another thing I need to fix. I do this thing sometimes, like I don't think about things sometimes, just kind of go with the flow. But I realize that riding my scooter, it's good stress relief. Um, it's like half the time I'm walking, the other half the time I'm scootering. It's funny, but it's silly, and I enjoy riding. And yeah, but there's my bicycle, a flat tire. I could fix in like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. But it's just kind of I don't know. It's like a thing, like because I'm an alpha male. It's like I've got my alpha male clothes I like to wear and ride my scooter. I don't know. I'm kind of silly, but it helps me. Helps me. It feels like returning to my roots. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's like just kind of want to be left alone. You know, I'm not. I felt today that based off my last video. Talked about instead of being a leader, that I am a leader, changing that focus from that mindset change, focusing on process rather than perfection. And it's like, I've noticed like some people, they may make some comments or whatever about me, but it's like, I balance that out with knowing that, I'm just being myself, and I like being friendly, I like being kind, but less so when I'm just being a leader, when I am a leader and I'm taking charge of my life. I'm taking charge of myself and taking care of myself and making that a priority over everything else. And it's good for me. I haven't been doing that recently, so I know that that kind of behavior change, what that may look like, kind of like, oh, he's being evil. I'm not evil. That kind of hurt me. I heard that. But like, no. Or like when people feel, or it's like another criticism is like, oh, people feel bad or people are feeling bad because you're riding a scooter around. You're clearly not. You're different. You're changing. It's like, ugh. It's like, how can I control that? It's like, no. It's like and I know it's like part of the process of changing my mindset. I'm taking care of myself. I'm doing things as an adult, even though it's riding, little things, silly things, riding a scooter. It helps me at times. Of course, I don't want to ride a scooter around all the time. Of course, it's just sometimes, people do certain activities or certain things that help them for, a period of time. And that's what it is. Helps me. Helps me stay balanced. And part of it is humble, but also part of it is that I've built up by being a leader instead of actually being in that mindset, should I say, of being, practicing doing leadership things for people, doing things for other people. I have built up a lot of um, tension, I should say. And, by me riding a scooter around, the it's releasing that tension. And am I more selfish? Am I releasing that tension in form of passive aggressive um, ness on the inside? Am I venting, not externally, but just inside to better? I'm doing it to better to get through what I'm getting through, you know. And yes, I am more selfish. Or I'm not. Yeah, there's some of these characteristics, but that's not the point. It's like going from being a people pleaser to just wanting to please and myself. You that's the mindset change, and it's a big change. But like I've said, it's of course it's my choice. Of course I'm an adult. I take responsibility for choices I make. But at the same time, I realize it's part of nature. It's one of those things, and it's good for me. You know that I am uh, are a leader. Instead of being one and helping helping do leadership things for others. Just am a leader. In some ways, it's easier. In some ways, it's good and bad. But it's just part of my. Uh, I know I keep on. I'm saying it like it's a bad thing. It isn't. It is not a bad thing. But the criticism, and I know like it's one of those things. Like if people criticize you, it's like it's touching a nerve inside of me because one of the things I really don't like is making people unhappy. I don't like that. I don't like making people. Should I say I don't like specifically? I don't like making people feel bad for me. I don't like it when people feel bad for me. I don't like that. I don't. It hurts. But I can't control that. So one of the things is that instead of putting on a face in certain situations, I'm being more real and letting letting myself take priority uh, and just keeping to myself mostly. I'm still going through this process. I'm still kind of changing over, and clearly, there's a time and place for this kind of mentality, and then you kind of shift back and forth at times. There are situations in which other people come first. I'm usually super polite, try to be, but I do want to talk about the things that I feel like venting or whatever. It's good. So so yeah. but I'm doing pretty good. Tired. But I just want to talk about it. I know it's kind of boring and lame, but part of this video kind of documentary, the documentary aspect of this, you know, being a vampire, being a leader, being myself, and you know, I do go back and watch these videos, and it helps me. And I hope that, you know, some of my truth maybe not like directly helps people, but maybe can help people, you know, see their own lives differently, or like some of the choices that I'm making, you know, maybe some people can relate to having to make certain choices in their life that are good for them and their development, you know. So I'm gonna go relax, and I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later.